Good morning. It is day 36 of moving mountains beneath my feet. Today, I've been just listening on the trail, being quiet a little bit, listening for that message. I've just been trying to listen for this message, and a few things came up for me. I kind of struggled for a minute, then my brain started taking over. It's interesting because I was being aware of what was going on in my brain, like how I was thinking, oh, I have to come up with something. You need to hurry up, blah, blah, blah. You know, that inner maniac tunes in and starts running his mouth. It's never like great advice. You know, it's like always so aggressive and like so critical, right? And that's not actually what I was going to talk about, but now that I'm there, let me riff on that for a minute. The way that you talk to yourself, right, is built up over your lifetime, right? Maybe certain things in your life happened and you got criticized, or you had parents that were really super critical or made you, put you down when you messed something up, or maybe you had a sibling or a friend or some situations that, excuse me, started that. And you started to be unkind to yourself. You started to be very critical and start to talk down to yourself internally. I'm so stupid, or I'm so this, or I'm so that, or why can't I do anything right, or all these things, right? It's that inner voice. There's a book called The Untethered Soul. I can't remember his name, who wrote it, but you can look that up, The Untethered Soul. And he has the best definition or explanation of that inner voice, and it's hilarious, but it's so true. And that book, I listened to it on audiobook. That book really helped me to kind of disassociate that inner voice from who I am, right? That was just a component of a piece of me, but it's not who I am, right? I am the awareness that can watch all of it, right? And so when this self-talk starts to creep in, I can stop and say, okay, why am I saying that? Is that true? No, that's not true. Shut up, right? Like Lisa Nichols also talks about it in one of her videos. She's like, I'm driving and there's this backseat driver in the back talking all this shit. And you can look in the mirror and say, hey, I'm driving. So you can keep talking, but I'm gonna keep going where I'm going. And so when you start to gain that kind of confidence in yourself, that assurance of the direction of where you want to go, and kind of stop listening to that inner voice, you become powerful. But again, that wasn't my thoughts for this talk. Today I wanted to talk about habits and how crucial habits can be and are, right? So everything we do in our everyday life is almost all habitual, right? You may do different things, like you might meet with different people, you may, have different events happen every day, but every singular event that you do, like for example, when you pull out of your garage, if you have a garage and you're pulling out of your garage in a car, right? That movement, that experience of backing out of your garage is a habit. There's literally thousands and thousands of calculations that your brain has to make, and different steps to fire off different parts of your body to look and calculate, is my mirror close enough? Is my mirror too far? Do I need to put my mirror in? The speed, all of these things, it's immensely complex. And if you had to make all of these calculations every single time, you would expend a lot of energy. And so our bodies, our brains form habits. And so your habits are automatically taking you towards the life that you have now, right? Because you're a product of your choices you made and the habits that you have. And so in being truthful and honest about where I am in my life, where I've been in my life, I can really examine and look and see that, hey, I'm where I'm at because my habits have taken me here. My automatic unconscious behaviors have brought me here. And so when you become aware of that, and then you want to change something, Really, the power move, the shortcut, is to focus and work on building a new habit. And a lot of times people try to break bad habits. Oh, I need to quit smoking. I need to stop doing this. I need to stop drinking Coke, blah, 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 blah. But it's much easier to add a positive habit than to quit a bad habit. And so that's just a little tip that I've discovered. Add something good to your life, and those bad things will start to fall off over time. And so when you want to change something in your life, examine and think, hey, what is, let's say I want to lose a lot of weight. Let's say I want to lose 50 pounds. Well, what would be the habit of somebody who loses 50 pounds, or somebody who's an ideal weight, the ideal weight that you want to be, right? What are some of the habits those people have? Okay, well, they work out every day, or they eat pretty healthy every day. Well, you could focus and start by creating a simple habit. You don't have to start crazy. You don't have to overcommit. Say, I'm going to work out 1 hour every single day for the next 90 days. No, just say, hey, I'm gonna weigh myself in the morning every single day, and I'm gonna write it down. So I'm gonna become aware of where I'm at and track that number. You add additional habit. I'm gonna go for a walk for 5 minutes around my neighborhood, or 5 minutes outside, or 10 minutes every day. And you start to build that habit, and it only takes, the numbers change. They say 21 days, some say 30 days, some say 60 days. I don't know. But I would say 21 days has been good enough for me to start to form a habit. Now I've been doing this for 36 days, and now I already have this habit. It's already automatic. It's like my body's already looking for this energy that I get. It's already looking for, hey, you got to go work out, you got to do this walk, hike, whatever. And so this habit that I formed is automatically taking me to somewhere where I want to be. I'm also doing this 90-day detox, and I'm on day 4 or 5 now, can't remember. And my body's feeling good, and I'm eating much better. I've dropped weight already, but I feel great energy. And my body's going to get addicted to this, and it's going to become habitual. How I'm eating better, how I'm eating alive, vibrant, colorful food. This is all going to become a habit if I stick with this. And that's going to take me to where I want to be. And so a lot of times we try to do sheer willpower, or we get upset with ourselves about why we're not where we want to be, or why we're not making progress. And really, all we have to do, or what I've learned, right? Let me phrase that better. What I have learned in my path, in my journey, is that all I had to do was really key in on creating some positive habits and starting small and building on those habits. And so now that I've conquered this, working out in the mornings, hiking, and doing this message for 36 days, now I feel confident that I can add something new, right? Obviously I'm doing the detox, so that's another one, but I want to add something else that has to do with other goals that I have. And so I would just wanted to share that today, because it has tremendously helped me and it's transformed my life, right, in the span of a very short time. But it's always been this way. Every time I've really had a very large moment of growth, there was some sort of habit forming behavior, whether it was meditation or going out in nature or walking or listening to audiobooks or whatever. There was always a habit at the core of that just kept me doing something. And so habits are automatic. You don't have to think about them, but it takes a little bit of time, right? That 21 days, you only need the willpower to get to 21 days. After that, it becomes automatic. And so you'd be surprised where you can get if your habits are pointing you in the right direction. Whew. I'm climbing up the hard part now because it took me so long to start. And so, that's what I wanted to share. I'm at my time. I hope you have a magnificent, beautiful, wonderful day today. Blessings.